guy and let him do the rest.
And he puts through the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Manning. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied at 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here comes the option. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Buying some time. He chucks one out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires left. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Come the Horns, they've got it again on offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole. getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got it behind the line. It's Golden. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll run the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The play-action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
A third and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blue. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They didn't get enough for the first down, so fourth down, clock running as they hurry to the line. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Alabama! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Fair catch, called for and made. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with us. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That's caught. It's Moore. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Manning. He's got his man. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He's got it, and they convert. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They want to power it in on the ground on third and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 28, Texas 17.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Ready, free switch. Blue 30. Check. White 18, Rocky switch. White.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Touchdown, Texas. Number 7 with the catch in the end zone.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. They'll try to blast their way in, and they get him down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
23.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. At the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession and give yourself a chance to win.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Finds his man. It's Haynes. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He cannot get there. A 4th down stop, and now, boys, we might just have a finish.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit now. Let's go make this thing even more special.
Back to pass, it's Manning. He wants a big play here late. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's golden. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Caught behind the line. It's golden. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Takes the easy one to the back. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Texas! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Caught in the backfield. It's golden. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3.
Texas 31, Alabama 28.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a bad...
Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Lofted toward the sideline. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
1st down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up, and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game.